Today's guest took the lessons she learned in childhood and made them a mission to help others. She's a mentor, a guide, a pillar in her community, ensuring that the tiniest of humans have what they need. And she hasn't forgotten about the teens either. We all have a special place in our heart for them, right? We're so happy to have her here as a guest today. Welcome to Celebrate Michigan, the show produced on the campus of Medina University. I'm Chris Benson, and today we have Shadora Ford of Destined for Greatness, a nonprofit she built from the ground up. Welcome to the show.
Hello.
It's good to see you. Good. Thank you for asking. I appreciate that. How are you?
I am great.
And destined for greatness, obviously.
It is
right?
great.
The shirt says it.
Yes.
So how did this go from an idea you had to all that it is today?
So non-traditional. Such a way of divine timing, order, passion, meeting the purpose of why I even exist. Long story short, I didn't grow up in the most gracious area of our community, a very poverty-stricken area where drugs and statistics were always stacked against us. And so one day, I was working in my role as a community service liaison for the state of Michigan, city of Detroit. And there was a young lady from a program, and she was just like so sweet and so nice. And her caseworker was with her, and she brought in all these things that this young lady had did and how she was in a pipeline for prison. And I looked for resources to help her, not knowing that I would be that resource. So at the age of 19, I decided to mentor that one girl with no name of my organization, no thought process of what it would become. And I just listened to God at that moment and started Destined for Greatness. And with that one girl becoming a success story, we're now over 15,000 girls in of success stories.
15,000?
Yes.
Wow. How long did it take to go from that idea you had when you were 19 or that first activity to where you are today?
I would say it took a long time. It's been a long time coming. However, when I mentored that young lady, I didn't have in thought what Destined for Greatness would be, or become. I think it was about 8 months later after mentoring her in 2009 that we started Destined for Greatness in 2010.
Okay, and how would you describe it? You know, they always say, what's your elevator pitch? So how would you describe this organization?
So Destined for Greatness Mentoring is a 501c3 nonprofit that helps at risk, and we have since changed that narrative at Promise.
Thank you.
11 to 21, and employment opportunities for youth 14 to 24. However, in order to help a girl, you must first help heal her household. So we holistically help heal households, and that's why we have Destined for Greatness Mentoring and Community Resource Center. Our youngest client is 0 because babies are being born every day, and our oldest just turned 102, September the 5th.
So now it can't just be from 0 to 99. It's more, right?
Yes.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yes, at that time she was 99.
Oh,
so
my
we need to update that.
There you go.
Mary Fletch has turned 102
good for
on
her.
September the 5th.
And good for you too. And the idea again that you're helping women at all levels of life.
Yes.
And I love what you said about that. Again, a woman, they have such a we have such a unique role in our families, in our communities, and when you help a woman, I know there's sayings that say you are expanding that circle out because we just don't keep it all for ourselves, and it sounds like you've seen that firsthand.
Yes.
So what, as you're thinking about these various age groups, what are some of the programs you have to help them?
So from 0, the inception, we provide maternal health classes. We are able to get the moms in those doctor's appointments, letting them know that it's important to read to that child early, having reading and literacy programs for mom that would then be taught to that child, you know, providing the necessities of diapers and wipes, car seats, cribs, baby beds, anything that a baby can use at its most vulnerable point in life to truly become successful as a toddler. You know, we give away toddler car seats and clothing for all. We have sanitary napkins. A lot of people don't know that there is a period poverty here in our state of Michigan. And we have went to legislators, saying tax, needed to be taken away when really it's an essential that should be given, as a daily operation. We should be able to have them for free because, we need them a lot.
It's very expensive,
It's
too.
very
It's very expensive.
Yes.
Wow.
So, and ending that crisis in Detroit Public Schools, we teamed up with the Metropolitan Diaper Bank to be able to give young people those diapers and the wipes. Even for teen moms, who are in schools, we have diaper pantries all around the city of Detroit, and that we can make sure that people are staying healthy and dry through our partnerships and with our friends and supporters.
So you work with every age group up, and it sounds like, as you're talking and I'm hearing about your organization, it sounds very similar to, here at Madonna, we have the Felician Sisters, and they have always felt like they go to the frontier of need, and they aren't quite sure what that need's going to be. They just go there, right? And then when the need is there, they say, well, this is what we're here to do. Is that kind of what I'm hearing this organization evolve to be?
Well, yes, because our aim is to always meet the need and never the greed. And so we're very intentional about what the need is and talking to our community and figuring out from them what is it that's needed. Detroit in certain areas is a food desert. When food was the issue, we provided food, in some cases it still is, when diapers was the issue. In fact, the infant formula crisis,
right,
which landed us on 2, 4, and 7, and also a phone interview with CNN because there was no milk, which our plant in Michigan, which is the number 2 plant in the world that provides infant formula, went down. It started it was a recall followed by a shortage. There was no milk on shelves. There was, this crisis, and I heard the cries of those babies. I was able to write the White House and say, hey, we need your help here in Michigan. And we teamed up with the M&M Fisher Foundation, the United Way, and we were able to get those funds out to our vendor over in California and get that milk to Michigan moms and Michigan dads who had babies who were needing a formula.
I don't know how we got to take a short break. I don't know how you figured out how to do all this, but we did see you in the news, which is why you're here today. But we're going to talk more about that. We have to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll hear a little bit more from Shadora Ford about Destined for Greatness. So stay tuned. There's a lot more to tell you.
Kickflip 6 stairs takes determination. So will getting into college. I've got what it takes. So do you.
Fast-paced family life in need of a slowdown?
Hello, I'm Dr. Spruce. Did you know all those green shapes on maps are parks and forests? It's true. Visit discovertheforest.org and plan to visit a park or forest near you, instead of just wondering what it would have been like.
While the word forest might make you think of distant lands from far, far away, please note parks and forests are closer than you think, which means things like beautiful scenery, fresh air, and family time are also closer than you think.
Yes, ready. Go get it.
Oh, come on, Randy. Animal shelter, here I come. And no, I'm not crazy or emotionally damaged. That's a stereotype. I just belong to a total loser. I'm a good dog. So if you want a pet, adopt. And if you see Randy, tell him he dropped his wallet.
So my uncle calls and he says he's dizzy and he's losing his balance. I'm like, Unc, you want me to take you to a doctor? He's like, no, I'm gonna look up the symptoms. I said, your symptoms are you're dizzy and you're losing your balance. So he said, I can't get on the internet because my arm is numb. I said, well, use your good arm and dial 911. Stroke's no joke. If you or someone you love is showing symptoms of stroke, don't wait, because it might be too late. Dial 911. Time lost is brain lost.
Welcome back to Celebrate Michigan. I'm Chris Benson, and with me today is the inspirational founder and executive director of Destined for Greatness, Shadora Ford. I don't even know where to start because there's so much for us to talk about. We were talking during the break too. How many people have you helped so far?
So Destined for Greatness Mentoring has successfully mentored over 15,000 girls. We have helped over 100,000 families and individuals.
Wow.
And because we're in Detroit, Baltimore, and Atlanta, combined, we have helped over 200,000 people.
Wow. So how did it go from one state to multiple states?
So the goal is, or the goal at the inception of the program was to be a Detroit-based program and have one additional place, and that was Atlanta. So in 2016, we opened up our Atlanta chapter. And then in 2021, right after the pandemic, Baltimore, someone from Baltimore reached out to me. And then we opened up there. And then I've been getting calls from Texas and Orlando. So, you know, what happens, happens.
You can't keep your light under a bushel. I mean, people are noticing you. And like you said, you've been featured in the media. And I also understand, I know it's not about you, but I have to brag on you a little bit. I understand you got a big award last year. Do you want to talk about that just a little?
Yeah, so while I thought that we were helping Detroiters and East Side, West Side, South Side, North Side, I thought that it was a Detroit-based project. Maybe we would extend out to Wayne County and Macomb County and all these other counties. I found out that we were actually helping Michiganders. And so we got the Governor's Award, in which we had...
With a picture of you here. Wow.
Oh, yes. And that's actually the mother of one of our very first mentees over at Marcus Garvey. And so someone graciously took that picture, but we also had additional pictures where we were pictured with over 55 participants of Destined for Greatness at that award ceremony, representing our organization and standing in solidarity with the work that we do. So it was amazing.
Congratulations. I'm sure this is not the last recognition that you're going to get for the work you're doing. When you talk about the numbers, and I was on your website, and there's a little ticker that, you know, keeps going, and I was like, oh my gosh, they've helped so many people. How do you find your mentors for your mentees?
So we love to say that Destined for Greatness is the mentorship program.
Got it.
And what we mean by that is that we have to be careful who we select.
Absolutely.
When you are saying, hey, this is your mentor. And so we carefully collect data, and we see where our students would like to go. You know, what would you like to become? If I could give you one person that could help you catapult and get to where you need to be in life. And so if a young lady says she wants to be a nurse, we wouldn't pair her with a police officer mentor. We would pair her with someone who's already a nurse and allow her to, explore that opportunity. And sometimes it's even exposure. Some of our girls, we have a program with 36th District Court. And we take them to the court so that they can see what it feels like to be on the right side of the bench.
Wow.
And so a lot of them was like, hey, I want to be the lady up there sitting with the gavel.
Right.
I want to be a judge. I had some other young ladies like, hey, I want to be the clerk. She typing fast. I can type that fast. And so those exploratory programs help us to find mentors, to shape the narrative of where they're going. And then we seek them out throughout vast programs like SIP Social, which is a sisters empowerment group full of women. We often solicit to colleges and just to our network and say, hey, here's a girl that needs your help. Can you help her?
And you got to see it to be it. They say that so many times. And, you know, even I know for me growing up, I would never have known the job I have, you know, here at the university existed. I just wasn't exposed to that. It was the first in my family to go to college, so I didn't know. So it sounds like you really deliberately say, I want to pair this student or this mentee with someone who's in the field so they can see the real.
Correct.
Oh, that's awesome. Awesome. I understand you have events too, a lot of different events that you do.
Yes, we have 24 events a year.
When do you sleep?
I think I was asked that question 3 times today. But no, I do get my rest. And when I go out to these organizations and they have seminars in other states, because I love to travel, I often was like, okay, let me get my rest now because I know I got to get up later. But no. We have about 24 events every year.
Okay.
And there is one that's reoccurring called our Third Thursday Community Giveaway.
Cool.
And at this Third Thursday giveaway, you can literally get everything you need, whether male, female, anyone. We're inclusive to everyone. Clothes, shoes, diapers, wipes for both babies and adult diapers, clothing, household items, pots, pans, whatever you need, you can get from Destined for Greatness on any Third Thursday from 2 to 4 p.m. And if you want to donate some clothes, because I like your outfit.
Thank you.
so
maybe I need to. I can
get
see.
Too big,
I'm gonna need to share. I'm gonna need to share. Where can people find this?
So our headquarters is at 5555 Connor in Detroit, and our zip code is 48213.
Okay.
And it's actually a fun fact about that. I guess I might make you wait till later to ask.
Okay, the suspense is building. She knows how this TV thing works, and I love that you said that you've got supplies for adults too, because those are so expensive. Wipes, adult diapers, those kind of things. Again, we know it's important for children to have them, but our seniors, they need that support as well, and we want them to be cared for. Oh, that's fantastic.
Yes, like it's a group of seasoned older adults, and they tell me what to do.
Well, we can learn from them, right?
Yes.
Right?
I so love our intergenerational program.
Well, and I want to hear about it. I got to take another break, darn it. But when we come back, we'll hear more about that, and we'll hear more about Destined for Greatness. Stay tuned. You're not going to want to leave. Come back.
Getting that college education?
What are you gonna do? Graduate and take some office job?
Be like everybody else?
Or will you dare do something different?
Like be a teacher. You could be my teacher.
You got the skills, the smarts.
Yes, you.
You could be the teacher I never forget.
That'd be cool.
Does that corporate job even have recess?
What are you gonna make of yourself?
What are you gonna make of me?
Yo, check out this chef, right? Right? That's so gay. That's really gay. Dude, look at those hands.
Please don't say that.
What?
Don't say that something is gay when you mean that something is dumb or stupid. It's insulting. It's like if I thought this pepper shaker was stupid and I said, man, and this pepper shaker is so 16-year-old boy with a cheesy mustache. Just saying. When you say that's so gay, do you realize what you say? Knock it off.
Oh, emojis. I thought the conversation just got dumber.
Ugh, internet trolls, just ignore them.
I like you just the way you are.
I believe in you.
She's a hugger. Give her a squeeze.
Help up the hand.
Ah, there you go.
Thanks, mate.
You're killing it, Zane!
So there you are, shuffling through a stack of resumes and you come to mine. This is it, first impression, my way in. But can my resume show you how I truly stand out? Like that I was studying, going to night school while working 2 jobs just to help my parents pay for groceries. Or being the first one to always step up. No, that's something you just can't put on paper. Look beyond the resume and discover new ways to develop great talent that is dedicated, hardworking, and determined like me.
Welcome back again to Celebrate Michigan. I'm Chris Benson. We're with Shadora Ford, founder and executive director of Destined for Greatness. And we were, of course, talking, as you can imagine, because we've just been talking during the break. And I am so inspired by your energy and your passion. And I want to make sure we mention that you are there to help people at all parts of their life, you know, your girls. But there's some things that are not as exciting that we got to talk about. And I know one of them is domestic violence. So what does the organization do related to that?
So we are only as great as our partnerships. And so we have partnered with Detroit Police Department and their domestic violence advocates to ensure that people who are coming through our doors who have domestic violence activity going on in the home, that they can get some relief, you know. And so that's one of the wounds of the organization, because then we have to make those hard decisions, you know, and we have to make phone calls. And for a lot of women, it has saved their life. And I only know this because of the written letters and the phone calls that I've gotten from these people.
I imagine you get a lot of inspiration from the people you serve, too. And I just wonder, I know I'm putting you on the spot here, are there any stories, you don't want to have to say names, but anything that has touched you where you've seen like, wow, okay, I see why I do this now. This is why I get up in the morning for things like this. Anything that just has inspired you?
Truly, I'll say yes. The month of August is what is called the Founders Fair. It's the Destined for Greatness Founders Fair, and it's my birthday month. And so it's the time where the community come in and get all these things for my birthday giveaway. But they also pour back into me. I get nice little happy birthday cards from the children, and moms will bring stuff. And people just over time have said, I met this one guy, long story short, and he told me that when I worked at Michigan Works at the age of 19, my car was on the side of the road. I had got a flat tire. He said it was because of you that I had this job, and I have my own tow truck company now.
Wow.
And he towed my car for free. And it was just the work that I had done just to do my job. I was getting paid to do my job, and that work turned over to be an asset for Destined for Greatness.
Oh, that's an awesome story. Oh, thank you for sharing that. I appreciate it.
No problem.
Inspires us. I know it's inspiring people out there to do a couple things. One, if they, our viewers, want to support you, what can they do? Like, how can they help this organization?
We have 3 ways to give. You can volunteer.
Okay.
Because in-kind time is always great. So please, at any point, they can come and volunteer. Also, you can donate, donate clothing items. We take clothing items from 0 to 102, for anyone, any size, any age, any gender. Please donate clothing, household goods, things that are valuable to someone else's use. And they can also go online and click the button. Our website is www.dfgdetroit.org. That is www.dfgdetroit.org. Click the donate button, and 100% of our funds go to the work that we do in the community.
Oh, that's awesome. And I know you mentioned mentors. If someone's watching and they're thinking, man, I could be helpful, how could they reach out to you?
Yes, they can reach out to me via the email or my cell phone at 313-414-3680. I am a very accessible person.
Oh, okay.
So yes, they can reach out to me at 313-414-3680.
I imagine that people who are watching, especially women, maybe there's someone out there who's thinking, I've got a great idea myself for something, but I could not do what she's doing because she's award-winning and, she's got sweatshirt and it's all together. What would you say to that woman, or anybody who's watching who's thinking they might like to try something, but they're just not feeling it right now?
I would say just start. Like, I think the hardest part is to just start. And everything else comes, if it's to your purpose, if it's your passion, if it's what you think about at the back of your mind, at the forefront, you're like, oh, I wish I want to do, you can do it. Just start. And there's somebody out there assigned to you to either help you or for you to help. So whatever you do, don't sit on it, just start it.
And then I'll go the flip side too. What about someone who might be watching right now who really is in need of some kind of service that you've mentioned, but they just might be thinking, I don't know, I don't know if I can go and actually ask for help. What would you tell them?
Closed mouths don't get fed. So if you're hungry, you got to ask for what you want so that you can eat. So if there's anyone in any part of Michigan that is in need of help, they can come to us. We are a resource for all. And we are looking forward to helping you with a smile, because that's the work that we do and we have done for the past 13 years. So they too can call 313-414-3680 or go on the website, or just simply come to 5555 Connor Street every third Thursday from 2 until 4 p.m.
And what if they say, okay, I'm taking it all out because I want people to reach out to your organization. What if they say, I don't know, I just don't know if they would give anything to me. I just don't know if they would help me.
Listen, from the least to the greatest, we help them all. We look forward to this time. It's the holiday cheer time. We adopt families, grieving families. We're intentionally adopting grieving children right now. If a child or anybody is watching who has maybe a veteran or a senior citizen who has lost a spouse, or a child who has lost a parent, we are adopting you for Christmas this year. Every year we do 500 families, and this year we're doing 500 families and a few veterans and senior citizens. So if you have lost a parent, no matter what happened, we're here to help. And they all get a warm coat and toys and clothing. It's so beautiful.
I could tell you love this.
I love it. It's my favorite time of the year.
I can see that. And you mentioned 13 years.
Yes.
So you've been 13 years. Now, what do you see for the future of this organization?
Wow, what do I see? Besides the many chapters and hubs in other places, I see Destined for Greatness being a pilot. A pilot to helping people not only get the help and essentials, but to birth out their dreams. Our goal is to provide resources, but also to help people become sustainable and provide sustainability, and also to just make everybody happy. Christmas time shouldn't be the only time everybody's smiling. Our goal and our slogan is we want to see families and individuals thrive and not just survive.
And I love that sustainable piece you said, where again, people can feel the dignity of saying, you know what, I needed help, I'm here, I'm doing what I can, and maybe even giving back too.
Yes, come on, give back.
Gosh, it's time to go already. It's been a pleasure talking with you, Shadora. I've really enjoyed you. And thank you so much for sharing all about Destined for Greatness with us.
Thank you, darling.
And thank you for watching. We're so glad you celebrate all the great things happening in the Mitten State with us. See you soon.